Okay, hello YouTube. This is Talk and Talk, conversation platform where we come to communicate in English, Spanish, French, and Italian. I am Bruna and I'm going to be the hostess this morning. Today we're talking about nepotism. And well, as I was saying, this is a conversation. It's not a class. We're going to speak in English 100% of the time. If you who are watching us on YouTube want to take classes, you can find more information in our website. There are classes available for beginners and intermediate students in English and Spanish and French. And today I have with me Ricardo and Leandro. And as usual, we're going to start introducing ourselves. So I'm going to ask Ricardo to start. Can you introduce yourself, Ricardo, please?
Okay, thanks, Bruno. I'm Ricardo. I live at São Vicente. It's a small city of São Paulo State. It's the first city of Brazil. And I'm married. I have a daughter. Well, I work at a telecommunications company. And I love sports. I love movies. Hang out with my friends and family. And I'm here try to learn English. That's it.
Very good, very good. It's a pleasure to have you here. I love the ideas you have and the points you bring to us. So thank you so much. And Leandro, how about you?
Hello. Good morning. I'm Leandro. I live in Santo André, São Paulo. And I like watching movies, series. I like read books, listen to music. I like international music. I study English by interest, by I need because the work is good for work. Many things. I like international music. It is good for me. Study with music. I like a lot. That's it.
Yeah, that's really good. I must confess I missed you. It's been a long time. Now that I'm not like attending the classes that much, I miss talking to you. So thank you for being here. And I'm
my
Bruna.
pleasure.
I'm Bruna, just like Leandro. I like music too. I live with my family. I work as a teacher and also a community manager here on TNT. And I've been a hostess since November last year, and it's been a pleasure. And well, I changed the topic for today. Today we would talk about animal rights, but I was like, let's talk about nepotism. This is going tomorrow at the Miss meeting. I'm going to guide it, so we're going to talk about animals' rights. But this subject, nepotism, I feel it's interesting, and I like to bring this kind of topics to my immersion. So we're going to talk about it today. Let's start answering the first question about the person. If first of all, would you hire someone like a relative or a friend or your parents to work for you? And if you would, which person would you choose? Like, because sometimes there are some relatives or someone close to us that we like the person, but we wouldn't hire them. Leandro, would you hire someone?
Depends. If I need to work with this person, I guess no. But if have a job to do something more a kind of freelance, I don't have problem. But if I need to work all day, I guess it's not good because sometimes you need to speak, talk about something, and maybe kind of you need to use euphemism because
Yes.
if you go straightforward, it's difficult. I don't know. For me, I prefer no, but if it is necessarily, maybe. but
Yes. Very good, very good. No, no, it was nice what you said about like some like quick jobs like freelancers or something like this, because you wouldn't have this contact for so long, right? It would be better. I liked it. It's a great idea. What about you, Karen? Would you hire someone from your family to work for you?
In the same department, no, but the same company, maybe
Very
depends on
good.
the situation. I don't know. Eventually, you are a good worker, and your I don't know, your parents too. If it's possible in the same company, but in the same department, it's difficult. I
Have you
think,
ever worked with someone from your family?
yeah, I work here, but it's a coincidence. No? I participated to an interview, and my brother was called too, and I worked during uh, almost a year, I think.
How was it? How was your experience?
That that's for me. That's cool. No? Yeah, because I love to uh, going to work with my brother, and well, I I don't I wasn't fired, and my brother too. I choose
Mhm.
to go to another company, and my brother uh, participated. I don't know how do you say in English. Uh, concurso, né, to a public job, and
Mhm.
so
I
there
got
there
you.
aren't any problem.
That's really nice. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I work with well, let me answer the question too. I think it really depends. I will go with you. Leandro gave a great idea about hiring like someone just for quick jobs or freelance opportunities. I think it would be healthier. And well, I have already worked with my father. My father has a car repair shop, and when I started college, like the second graduation, I would go to college in the morning, and then in the afternoon I would work there with him. And it's not easy, just like because it's like I feel that when you are working and like both of you are employees, it's easier, but when the parent or the your relative is the boss, I think it's harder. I feel that the relationship is harder. How to deal with things. That's it. Leandro, I want to ask you this too. Have you ever worked for someone in your family or something like this? How was your experience? Or worked with someone?
ah, I don't work with my father, but I help when my father had a book magazine store or tent. I help it, but no, it's not to work. I work in one uh, mm, industry. My cousin work in the same company, but in the area totally different. And I work in an electronic store too. My aunt, uh, my aunt work was a manager, but in the other area. And not in never was in the same area or same uh, office. I don't have experience with this. That's
No
it.
problem. No problem at all. And it's nice I feel that when we work for our parents, we don't see this as work. Like, I was helping my father. No, like you, like because like some.
It's not
Go
work
ahead.
because I was a teenager and I go
I got you.
is a magazine store or bookstore. I go more to read read free reread. But
So you didn't work. It was just like being
not
there.
work. I go past for example, when my father needs to go out will to a doctor, go to a doctor to do something. It needs me to help it for a time, but it's not not all the day. Have a this schedule to yes, only
I
to help.
got you.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. That's great. That's great. Guys, I'm going to skip to question number 3. I want to know from you if you think in a whole, like thinking in general, is nepotism more good or bad and why? Ricardo, what do you think? Is it more good or bad in general? Number 3. Your microphone is off.
Microphone.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Essentially, it's not a good thing, because wonder that well, if you have a position in a company, so the opportunity should be for everyone, but it's not always a bad thing. Depends. If you have a person that's a good, this person have good skills, good education, yes, is essentially as a good worker, is possibly. For example, I have a position and the well, if is a my all company, it's not exactly a problem, because that's my money, and I choose, I possible choose anyone to fill this position. But if you use a public company, a public department, is essentially is not a good thing, in my opinion. That's it.
Good point. Good point. If it's a
Yeah.
public service, I think
Because
it's terrible.
the public position, I think, is against the law, and you choose a specific person. But it happens a lot in Brazil.
It happens a
But
lot. Yes.
exactly. But there is a, I don't know if you the name in English, but there are nepotism is more difficult, but the cross nepotism, I don't know if you this word in English. For example, you are a judge, for example, you command this area. So in this case, I don't put my son, for example, in this department, but I put my son in another department. For example, I don't know,
Yes.
another government. I don't know if you is occurs the son of the guy that commands the other department indicate your son for my department, and the vice versa. It's
Yes.
occurs a lot.
That's a good
lot.
that's a good thing. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing this. And it's true. I haven't thought about it, but it's real. Yeah,
exactly.
bad. And you, Leandro, what do you think? In general, is it more good or bad?
Yeah, like the same Ricardo said, but in the private companies, I guess, for with small companies is common. General families have companies and workers is parent, son, parent, son, brother. It's common, but when the company grow, medium or big, my mind is bad. Only for directors positions, okay. But when have a lot of relatives was a manager or gestors is not good because sometimes if he is a bad worker, don't do the best decisions, it's difficult to fire or to it's bad for to permit it, the other professionals grow up or do decisions because it's an easy about the director. You don't tell your opinion or because you're afraid to get fired. I don't know. It's for me. I guess it's bad for company or for the older employees. That's it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. You said something really nice about the size of the company. Like if it's a small company, it's more common to have like other people who you already know, right? Like relatives or friends, because it's bad to say this, but it's the reality. Like you don't have to pay too much, because it's your friend, or you of course it's not always, all right, but I feel that we have the relationship when we are talking about the kind of jobs, like, oh, my father is going to pay me less because I am his daughter, so he doesn't need to pay to me the same amount he pays to other people. So I think it's complicated too, and it was really nice what you said. Do you want to add something?
No, yes, like you said, I guess in small companies you help more. You accept something because for example, if you live in the same home, all is grow up together.
Yes.
The profit of your father, for example, your profit because your father, you buy something for your home, you buy more food, more trips.
That's a good
But
point.
when company grow, is medium, your father, maybe you pay less for you or no, depends. The same you say that if you do the same job that your the other employee, you need to receive more. But I don't know. Maybe you I don't know the word. Você vai herdar também, né? Your father is prepare you to get this company in the future. In you is good maintain you next year or know about this
Yes,
this
good point.
this job this business.
Yes, I
Yeah,
loved it. I loved it.
yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
that-
Yeah, no,
so
no,
talk a lot.
it's totally okay. I totally got you. And it's nice what you said about the
Mhm.
about the Oh gosh, the size, yeah, like just like reaffirming what you said, about the company being like medium or large. It's important to earn a fair amount of money, right?
Yeah.
Well,
In Brazil,
go ahead, go ahead.
how do you say? I think is register offices, né? Cartórios, né?
I think so.
That's a kind of situation. The business pass the father to son eternally.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. If you have schedule a marriage, or when your son was born, or how do you say? If you register your house,
Mm-hmm.
it's necessary hire a worker that work in the register offices. Né? So it's not possible to, for example, register your house all ourselves. It's necessary
Mm-hmm.
you go to the register offices. Né? And this guy is passed from. And for example, if you, I don't know, reconhecer firma, I don't know if in English. Né?
I have no idea, but you can
Workers.
say.
If you, the guy look your, oh, that's okay, my friend. Pay 10 reais and that's okay, my friend. Your document is, that's okay. Made
Yeah,
put the sign in, that's okay. And that's a amount of money is large, so large, and the guy pass this business for your
yeah.
child and again eternally.
That's great. I really didn't know about it, but I learned a new word today that is notarize. That means reconhecer firma. Let me share with you.
Okay.
Notarize.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
I loved it. Very good. Yes, I didn't know about it, but or let me see how to pronounce notarize. Yeah, that's it. Very good. Thank you so much for sharing, Ricardo and Leandro. I loved it, guys. Well, I want to know from you now if you think there are certain fields, well, like keep talking about it, Ricardo. Do you think there are certain areas or fields where it's more common to have this kind of thing, any jobs where this is more common?
I think, as I told you, né, when you have a private company, it's not against the law. Né? It's possible. Oh, it's my company. I pay my bills and I choose the employer as I want, that I want. But how about the public companies? Is not possible because it's against the law. It's happening a lot, and for example, well, I think it's lately improved a lot because the so common. How do you say concurso público? I don't know.
Well, I really want to say it's contest, but I know context is other type of
Yeah.
concurso. It's not
Okay.
that one. I will check for you.
Nowadays the number of the concursos públicos increase a lot, and every day you have you choose, you look at the papers, newspapers, and the TV is so common. Every day you receive a lot of new opportunities. So, but I think I don't know, in the 70s or 80s, well, a lot of people receive this advantage because just because your your parent is working a public service.
Yes.
Have a
Yeah.
lot of elective. I don't know.
Exactly.
Cargos eletivos ainda, né?
Yeah,
Ainda.
it's much less, but there are some.
For example, directors of
public tender.
Positions, directors, is
Exactly.
indicated by politics.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's polemic because
Yes.
the politic need power to manage the public things and need some strategic positions.
Sure.
But have a lot of change of favors.
Yes.
Sure, certainly. The
Guys.
politicians
No.
have this right. It choose
Yes.
10, 20 people to just to receive a lot of money.
Yes. Do you think let's go to question number 7. Do you know or have you known anyone who has been in a position where a friend or a relative in authority has been chosen? Like, do you know anyone who just has their jobs because of their relatives or their friends?
Could you repeat, please? I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Of course. If you know anyone, okay, I think I will change the question because we kind of talked about it. So let's go to, that's question number 9. Let's change a little bit. How to talk about nepotism when owners and managers are involved? Like if you are working in a company and the boss son was hired, but he doesn't do a good job, how can we deal in these cases?
I have an experience in the past.
Really?
And some boss work in the same company. I have 2 experience in the same company. The boss, the owner, the owner have 2 sons, and one of them is a good hard worker, work a lot. I arrive at early morning and they go out to, I don't know, almost midnight, and the other just arrive, I don't know, almost on the lunchtime, and they go out, I don't know, a few hours later. I think is Isaac told you, essentially it's not good or bad thing. I think is the public service is against the law, so it's not possible or shouldn't, because there are a lot of situations. But when you tell about private, I think it depends on the worker. If you good work, that's okay. It's not exactly a problem. Depends on the person, not the situation, in my opinion. That's it.
So you think like we should tell the person, or they already know but they don't do anything? Like if you are in a situation where
there are situations on Brazil, I think is, for example, I don't remember the name of the company, but the father have a company and it's a good result, earning a lot of money. But when the son assumed this company, wow, the profits increased a lot. The son became in this company one of the most biggest companies of the Brazil. But the opposite is occurs too, because I have some companies just in my region. For example, in my region, there is a company that's 3 generations, one of the most famous in my region, and the one of the grandchildren, I don't know, assumed this company. In the few months, the company broke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Welcome back, Leandro. So what do you think about it? Do you think if this happened around you, what is the best way we can talk about this to the managers or to the owners when they are involved, in the process?
Depends your position. If you're only employed, it's difficult. If you
Yes.
if your boss is your direct boss is parent of is a relative of the owner. I don't know. Many times I work in some places they have a family familiares, my boss or like this is difficult because I have afraid to be hired. I don't know. I guess the best way is run out, fugir, fugir desse tipo de
Like run away?
run away this company. It's not good. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. I remember when I started working for my father in 2019. For a while, my brother also started working there. So it was my brother and I like doing the administrative job, and like selling things. And yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. Yeah. I totally feel you. It's a good idea to run away when all the family is involved. Like my father used to work for a company where the father was the owner, and then the guy had two children who were like also the bosses. He also hired his daughter-in-law. So like all the family involved, like such a mess. The mother, the father, the sons, the sons, partners, really, like everyone together. It's complicated. Yes, run away is a good idea. Running away is a good idea. Well, guys, let's go back a little bit. Let me see the questions. I will kind of answer all of them. Let's go to number 8. If there are others better qualified and willing to perform a particularly difficult or sensitive task, should they be chosen over a close friend or relative? So if there is someone already in the company, that is qualified and is better than the son and or the person, should they be chosen?
if lately, a lot of companies are using this perspective. If you have a close friend, it's possible to indicate for a position in your company. Not a relative is not possible. It's not common. Probably you should be some company, but it's not common. It's hard. I think it's the most part of this company don't permit this situation. But about friend or another people, it's possible to indicate, and the company promote this thing using, I don't know, price or another thing. When you on the company choose your indication, you possible to receive a prize, shirt, or even money when you receive. So I think
Yeah.
that's a good thing sometimes, because if you have a close friend, when this guy getting the company, probably you receive respect, you receive help, and this guy have a good adaptation in this company, good fit because the environment, the conditions as good in this specific case. So in this case, a lot of companies are using this.
I didn't know about it.
Yeah, it's so common.
The strategy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
so common.
I was thinking of something here. I would change a little bit the path of the conversation. So I want to ask you, for example, Leandro, if you had to open your company today and you needed to choose someone from your family, like your parents, for example, would you hire them to work for you? I know it's similar to the first question, but like thinking for real now, why like if you would choose your parents or someone really close to you, and why not? If so, why? And if not, why not?
Yeah, like I don't know, but I guess yes. But if the job I don't work all time with the person. If it's more autonomy or really professional thing. For example, if I found a company and I need a worker to work with technology, I don't have problem to hire my uncle, for example, to work with this. But if I don't know, I found a company, I need a manager to do things, and I don't know if I will hire a parent or a relative, because sometimes I need change in strategy, and if I need talk with the person, maybe not like it, something I need to tell is difficult.
It's
I
good,
guess
good point.
yeah.
And you, Ricardo, do you think you would hire your wife to work for you? How would it be like the relationship? How would you do it?
Well, I think it's as I told you, I think depends on the personality, I think, or depends on if your person is a good worker. I think probably if this guy is not a good worker, is you lost your friendship, because if you have to lead every time, have problems, you face problems from this working mate, because if your guy work with you, certainly you have to fire this guy, and the probably is possible to lost this
Yes.
friendship. I know a situation like that.
Become a personal.
Yeah, and
It's difficult
not
to
to me,
separate, right?
not if me, but I know a friend of mine have a long friendship with another person. The friendship have, I don't know, more than 10 years, no, 20 years. And this friendship, I don't know if you finish, but have a big while, because I think is have more than 5 years, and this two peoples don't talk each other since then.
Yes. It's like when like friends start a company together. Like, oh, I think this is really complicated, like a society, something like this. No, it's not a society, that's a partnership. I think something like this. It's really, I think it might be really difficult, to deal with this and with the partnership, try to find a balance between the opinions, really difficult. I don't know if I could do it. Guys, can you think of any example of nepotism among celebrities or among famous people?
I don't remember nepotism. I don't know. Nepotism, for example, I remember the Will Smith, your son.
Will Smith.
For me, your son don't have talent. I don't know now, but in the beginning, I don't know. It's really nepotism.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the Kardashians too, like Kim is the most famous one, and then the other girls started being on the highlights too, right? Really difficult. Here in Brazil, can you think of anyone?
I don't know if it's nepotism. I know it's the same way that your parent, the parents, for example, Sandy Jr., the same way, but have a lot of schools to become a good singer, good musician. It's more easy to inside in the area, but it's not nepotism because have talent, have was good in your job. I don't know if it's nepotism, but it's the way of your parents.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because, for example, you mentioned Sandy Jr., right?
Yeah.
It's okay that they are following the same areas the parents or the father. But at some point they probably had benefits because of the father job, right? Like they had privilege because of it.
A privilege, have good schools for become a good singer, a good musician.
A good support, right?
But to get talent for this.
Yes. I was thinking of Fausto, because I've heard his son his son now has his own program inside of Faustó's show.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit weird. And you, Ricardo. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Leandro. Go ahead.
I remember Datena, o filho, the son of Datena.
Really?
Yeah.
Nepotism, totally.
Joel, I think is not the name of it.
Yeah.
He used to work at the company.
Yes, when Datena don't work, your son.
Exactly. I
I
don't watch the show, but
no, I don't watch too. I only know this because I is the son of Datena. Datena sometimes thought about candidate by public something. Your son is will occupy the same work.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know about it, guys.
They offer a job for two sons, no? Because there are two sons.
Two sons? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. One of them is not common. I think he's working on Saturdays. I don't know.
He works for Raul Gil, isn't it?
Yeah, Raul Gil. Raul Gil have I think he's the director from his show, working if her. But I think I watch because I was on my mother-in-law house, and I watch the other son from Datena working on Saturday, and one of the sons working the radio because there is the TV Bandeirantes, but there are another rádio Bandeirantes. So in this case, they have a diary show in the Radio Bandeirantes. I think it's not exactly a problem, but
No.
it's
but
not.
it's nepotism. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Could
Yes.
could name it? I think.
Yes. Yes. I'm thinking now about it. I think we have more. I'm sorry. We have other
No problem.
examples.
Sure.
And yeah, it's interesting. In Hollywood, this is really famous too. I know
Yeah.
Emma Roberts and Julia Roberts. You know, a lot of
Thiago Life's father is a big director in the
yes.
TV Globo.
Yes, a lot of people. It's interesting to think about it, right? Guys, I think that's it. Go ahead. Yeah,
No
you
problem.
can say.
I remember. I don't remember, but there is an artist that's one of the owners of the Warner Brothers. As I don't know if it's one of the, but I don't
Warner
remember
Bros.
I don't remember the name, but I think it's Sophie. I don't know. The interpreted Jean Grey on the X-Men. I don't know the name of this
I
artist.
know, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah, that's. I think he's. This girl is. I think he's the one of the owners. I think he's the biggest, richest guy. I don't know.
This girl,
Sophie
Frankie
Turner.
Jensen.
Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner. Let's find here.
I listen. I watch a news on the TV. That's the one of the owners. And it's Sócio. I don't know.
I have pilots of Formula One.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of pilots, they are really famous because of their parents, right?
Yeah, because
They
it's
follow.
difficult to enter inside the Formula One, and have many, I guess, many nepotism in Formula One.
Yes, I am sure. I have no doubts. This is
Yeah.
really, really common. Yes, and I was talking about it yesterday. It's a really expensive sport too. So
Yeah.
like usually everybody stays in the same place, right? Like all the sons usually, right? They keep working in the area. Is there Formula One for women? I'm curious now.
Formula
Is there?
One? I don't know.
Yes.
I guess it's difficult because it's a lot of it's too exclusive each sport.
It's
It's
interesting,
difficult.
right?
Yeah, it's difficult.
just
But
thought about it.
I know in the Formula Indy have a woman. Don't know.
Yeah.
Formula Indy, Formula Truck, but Formula
No,
One I never see.
yeah, it doesn't exist, but they are planning to develop this. Yeah. Very good. Guys, we really have to go because we're going to have another meeting at 10 with Luana. Thank you so much for sharing your perspectives about nepotism. You can send your feedback here in the link. And I hope you have a great day. And I hope to see you here next week too. Thank you so much for coming. And welcome back, Leandro. Keep coming, all right?
Thank
See
you.
you guys.
See you.